Hello, and welcome to the video lecture on data integration. You should have previously watched the video, or at least read in the text information about master data management. So suffice to say, and I've spoken about this in other video lectures, the organization is going to have data from disparate systems. Whether those systems are internal or external, doesn't matter. At some point, you are going to be integrating data. With data integration, the goal of data integration is to create a unified view of the business data. You can do this not just to data integration, but you're also going to have to integrate various applications. You're going to have to integrate various business processes. And you're going to have to integrate user interactions. In the case of master data management, you're going to have situations where you now have applications, business processes, and users from different organizations now working for the same organization. And that needs to be managed. That needs to be integrated. But any approach associated with data integration requires changed data capture. So what data has changed since the previous data integration activity? So how do we handle that kind of stuff? First of all, we've already been studying, we studied in Chapter 9, data warehousing. So data warehousing is, or what this chapter is calling consolidation, which is the extract, transform, load process, which is grab the data from all of these different disparate data sets and bring it into one centralized database, like a data warehouse. A second technique would be data federation, and the EEI stands for Enterprise Information Integration. In this case, we're providing a virtual view. So instead of actually consolidating and bringing all the data together, we can create a virtual view of the data that makes it look like we've centralized all the data into one database without actually going through the process of storing it that way. And then we've got data propagation, which again has been alluded to. Both of these have been alluded to in the master data management section. In this case, we've got data propagation, where the EAI stands for Enterprise Application Integration, and the EDR stands for Enterprise Data Replication. In that case, in data propagation, what we're talking about is data being replicated or duplicated across the databases with a near real-time delay. So what we want to do in that case, the virtual view would be real-time. If we're doing data propagation, we would want that to be as close to real-time as possible. Here's a nice chart showing the different methods with their pros and their cons. I'm not going to waste your time reading through this with you. Here it is. Certainly, I think the pros and the cons are fairly intuitive. If you're consolidating, there are certain considerations you need with that. If you're federating, there is another set of considerations for that. And if you're propagating, there are considerations for that. But again, I'm not going to go reading through this chart. This chart is available to you in the text. So that is the end of my video lecture on data integration.